Jill with My Family Seasonings Premium Seasonings for Meat. If you like to cook your meat with all natural gluten-free herbs and spices, and if you prefer to serve your family wholesome food that contains no MSG, preservatives, anti-caking agents, or artificial fillers of any kind, then you and your family are going to love My Family Seasonings. We use only the freshest, highest quality herbs and spices available, and we source to Globe to find them. The second that you open a package of My Family Seasonings and smell the wonderful, fresh combination of our spice blends, you'll be just as excited about using them as we are. Time after time, My Family Seasonings will improve your prime rib, seafood, poultry, pork, hamburger, and wild game. Now let's go to our founder, Christine Quinn, for a quick demonstration of how easy it is to use My Family Seasonings.
Today we're going to sample our prime rib on the tri-tip, and we're also going to do our seafood seasoning on the salmon. So to start with, we're just going to have one bag of our prime rib seasoning, and I always say just pour it in a bowl, and then just lightly stir it up, just lightly drizzle a little bit of olive oil on it, rub it all over your tri-tip, flip it over. And one of the key things to remember is you never want to put hot or cold meat on a hot grill. So you want to make sure you take your meat out of the refrigerator about at least an hour ahead of time. Let it come to room temperature. And then you're going to rub your olive oil on it, stir your seasoning up really well. And then you're just going to lightly season across the top. And as you can see, this is half a teaspoon. I only used half a teaspoon on the front half, and I still have a little bit left over to go on the sides. Then you're going to flip it over, and you're going to use another half a teaspoon on the back side. So you can see that one bag of our seasonings is going to cover about 25 to 35 pounds of meat. I always try to take a little bit, grab some of the rosemary off the top, and you can maybe add a little bit more. You want to eyeball it, so just make sure that you surround it, but you don't need to add. Now we're going to do our fresh salmon, and we're going to use our seafood seasoning. And when you're making the salmon, this is so easy and delicious. Your family is just going to love it. You stir up your salmon seafood seasoning, and you're going to lightly sprinkle about half a teaspoon across. This is about 1.5 pounds of salmon. And then while I'm doing this, Ray's going to go ahead and chop up a little bit of butter, and we're going to put some butter on here across the top of it, and we're going to cut our lemon round and just top it with some lemon. So while Ray's getting that prepared, he's going to chop up some butter for us. I just want to talk a little bit about our spices. They're all natural. There's no MSG. They're all gluten-free, no preservatives. It's just the raw spices, and we only use premium, kosher certified seasoning. So each seasoning is individually measured and put into each bag, so you get our exact ingredient in every bag. So now Ray's got the butter across the top of it, and I like to take it and break it apart a little bit so it melts a little bit more evenly across it. But when you're at home and you're doing this, feel free to put as much or as little butter as you'd like. I love butter. It just makes everything taste so delicious. So I try to add just a little bit more butter all the way across. And then now we have our lemon cut round. And we're going to just take our lemon and evenly place it across the top of the butter. Oh, doesn't that just look delicious? Now this is a quick and easy meal. You can make your salmon in less than 20 minutes. We're going to wrap this up in foil and put it on the barbecue for 8 minutes on each side.
Okay, it looks like the tri-tip's done. I like to cook mine medium rare, and I like to take them off when they're about 125 to 100.
Looks like the salmon is done. Oh my goodness, look how delicious. There you go. We've got some roasted potatoes, we've got some salmon, and we've got some tri-tip made with our wonderful prime rib seasoning. And this meal was completed in less than 25 minutes. Delicious.